got Rampage Live, 10/9 Central. That'll be followed by the countdown to All Out. Well, this rivalry between Chris Jericho and the conglomeration has been amped up after what we saw happen to Tomohiro Ishii moments ago. It's been a very bitter rivalry, and you can see that Orange Cassidy is pissed. Look at that face.
That's how he always looks. How can you tell he's pissed?
No, I can tell. You can tell what he was saying. And of course, Orange Cassidy on Wednesday said that he would pay $7,000 for running Chris Jericho's jacket if Bryan will win the match tonight. Let's see if that in effect happens. But as we heard from Orange Cassidy, he's determined to put that Continental Championship in his backpack along with the $7,000 that he's going to punch Bryan Keith in the face with. Look at him taking his time here.
He can't be that angry, or at least he's trying to control his anger. Orange Cassidy, known for his blasé, apathetic countenance. Once that bell rings, though.
Oh, he's going right to the beginning. Look at this. He was going to punch him right in the face, like he said. He'll go with the John Woo drop kick instead, and now he's got the hand up in the air, but here goes Orange Cassidy! And to the safety rail goes Bryan Keith. Cassidy is going to do it again. And again, Keith cannot stop it. This is how bitter it's been between the conglomeration and the Learning Trees men. Big Bill.
A big rivalry. Will it be third time lucky?
He's going to go for a third time.
It is.
Yes.
Oh,
3 times. And Bryan Keith could not stop an angry Orange Cassidy. Remember, we know that already in the 4-way match tomorrow, the Ring of Honor World Champion, and now can, look at this, rolling out of the ring, going right back to the attack.
That's right, you can see at the bottom of your screen, Mark Briscoe has advanced to face Kazuchika Okada. Will it be Orange Cassidy of the conglomeration, or will it be the Learning Trees, Bryan Keith, who right now is on the back foot?
Not going to miss All Out. We're going to start way before NFL kickoff early. And of course, this is one of the great pay-per-views of the year for our fans in Chicago. Here at the Now Arena, tickets available at AEWTIX.com. We know, as you said, Mark Briscoe is in the 4-way. Will it be Orange Cassidy? Will it be Bryan Keith? Orange Cassidy, I think he's more concerned about his opponent than he is advancing.
Well, potentially, but in a way, it's one and the same thing. Of course, NFL starts Sunday, but the action starts on Saturday here in AEW with All Out. One of the most stacked cards in AEW history, and we've got to talk about it. We talked about it earlier. The steel cage, the unsanctioned, lights-out match. Tony, what is this going to be?
It's going to be, I'm going to predict one of the most violent matches I've ever been a part of, and I've seen many of them.
And a lot of them were involving these two individuals.
Absolutely.
Swerve Strickland, Hangman, Adam Page. They've shown what they're capable of.
Fans, this match live on TNT on All Out Weekend continues in picture-in-picture. Now Bryan Keith getting the advantage and rolling in. Orange Cassidy's hurting right now, Nitro.
That was a great start, wasn't it?
It really was.
The King of Sloth style.
But you knew that Bryan Keith would have an answer eventually. At least you felt so.
Keith has learned so much, no pun intended, from the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho. Oh, look at this, the fingers across the bottom rope, just stretching them apart. Digital manipulation, if you will. You heard what Big Bill said in that interview, didn't you? Time is the most valuable commodity that humans have. How much time do you think you've got left, Tony?
Well, I never know. I could tell you.
You could go tomorrow.
I could tell you 10 years and get run over by a car tomorrow. You just never know.
Let's hope not.
There you see Deanna Purrazzo, Hikaru Shida still to come tonight in this edition of Collision. This Collision on All Out Eve and our All-Star 8-man match of champions. 8 champions involved in this match tonight. What an event it's going to be. And following us, of course, Rampage live 10/9 Central here on TNT. And in the countdown to All Out, we take a look at all the storylines leading up to the big event immediately following Rampage tonight here on TNT. Big forearm shot right now. Bryan Keith of the Learning Tree having his way. And being relentless here. Notice how he's been working on the right arm here, Nigel. You know what that's all about, the orange punch. But Orange Cassidy, as we've seen throughout his career in AEW, has been banged up. He has been thrown up against walls, up against down steps, steel steps, and continues to fight back.
Orange Cassidy, one of the wrestlers like Darby Allin, who have shown just how resilient they can to take a kicking, take a licking rather, keep on kicking.
Yeah, either way at all. Full arm drag twist, top wrist lock. Back live on TNT, Collision Continental Contenders Challenge match number 2. Orange Cassidy and Bryan Keith with Chris Jericho and Big Bill barred from ringside, as well as members of the conglomeration. This is one-on-one, and this is what the Continental Championship is all about, one-on-one competition.
Indeed, as right now, though, I guarantee you Chris Jericho would have told the Bad Apple, keep the hands of Orange Cassidy out of his pockets.
Tumbling through Orange Cassidy. Another John Woo kick that time. Bryan Keith back to his feet. Orange will do it again. Send the Bad Apple tumbling down to the bottom of the turnbuckle pads.
It might be mixed emotions for Mark Briscoe if Orange Cassidy were to advance.
How about that? 2 members of the conglomeration would be in that match. That's right, Mark Briscoe's already in it. Tomorrow on pay-per-view here and All Out.
Of course, if Bryan Keith advances, I'm sure Mark Briscoe would love to get his hands on Keith after what he did to Ishii earlier.
Absolutely. What has been going on also between members, of course, of the conglomeration and of the Learning Tree. But then you saw that time, he was ready to drop the elbow pad, was Orange Cassidy, but his right arm is still hurting because of what Bryan Keith's been doing in this match to him.
Looking perhaps for a butterfly suplex, or no.
Trying for the beach break here, but no.
Or a pile driver.
Here he goes. Got him up. No, couldn't get him over. Flipping through. Oh, and a running knee, or a PK, if you will. And Bryan Keith is back up.
Fighting spirit from the Bad Apple.
That time Orange Cassidy landed on his head. His head connected with the mat first. Look at the face of Keith.
The bounty hunter, as he was previously known, looking to collect his bounty against one of the AEW originals.
Orange Cassidy, 33 wins in 2024. That's the most of any AEW wrestler. And here we are in the month of September, as Bryan Keith goes to the attack again. One of these 2 men will join Mark Briscoe, and another wrestler still to come tonight to face Kazuchika Okada tomorrow in one of our biggest pay-per-view of the year. Pick up. Good switch that time. Orange Cassidy is still light on his feet, but and now the back of the head hit the bottom turnbuckle pad.
Cassidy's hurt.
Yes, he is.
Bad. Michinoku driver.
2. Didn't get the win, but it was close.
Wow, Keith picking up the pace now in the home straight. He realizes he's got Cassidy now. Nearly beat a couple of occasions.
Yeah, I think he feels it. You're right. But right now, Orange Cassidy's hurting. Let's take a look again, Nigel.
Exploder suplex and Cassidy landing high on the back of the neck and the head. Staggering inside, and then watch this. Not going to help matters. The hook of a leg doesn't get much closer to 3.
Orange Cassidy trying to pull himself up. That right arm that Bryan Keith's been working on this entire match has become a factor, and Keith now being relentless. Cassidy slowly to get to his feet. And Keith stays on the arms. Great wrist inside cradle. 1, 2. Orange Cassidy almost stole a victory. Ducks through. Up on top. Here he goes. No, Keith held his ground that time.
Keith looking for the exploder again, but couldn't get it. No.
Orange Cassidy couldn't hook him up with a right hand. Stun dog millionaire. Pick up beach break. Beach break. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Holy smokes, the arm of Stephon Smith almost hit the mat.
Thought that was it. And if Cassidy hits this, I think it will be.
How effective will it be knowing that arm's been worked on all night? We're going to find out apparently in a few moments. Orange Cassidy, right hand in there. Here he goes. Oh, knocked away by Bryan Keith.
Oh, knockout knee.
1, 2, go.
Wow. Look at that, look.
Well, fans, what a match we are seeing between these two. A lot of anger on both ends. Anger because Bryan Keith is always angry. Anger because Orange Cassidy, knowing what happened just moments ago to Tomohiro Ishii, and now there's the Orange Punch. He ran right into it, did Keith. Floating over the DDT. Orange is going to roll out of the ring. He's not done.
Keith, spaghetti legs.
Up on top. Ooh. Tornado up top. DDT. 1, 2, 3.
Got it.
Here is your winner, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
Some retribution for the conglomeration on the Learning Tree's men.
And Orange Cassidy is going to all out. And certainly makes a very interesting addition. He will join his conglomeration teammate Mark Briscoe against the Continental Champion, defending his title, Kazuchika Okada.
It's all tomorrow night, exclusively on pay-per-view, and from right here in the Now Arena. Right now, we go backstage where Chris Jericho is standing by.